Brains and Braun is back for the 2020 sprint, and the two rules are simple. Highlight a player who deserves more national air high fives and dive deep into what's working for him. Sonny Gray, step right up. We're going to watch him carve up hitters in our showcase game tonight on his Cy Young quest. That's right. The potential to take his game to another level has always been there. He just needed the perfect environment, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but Cincinnati is the best place for this spin master to be. You're thinking, wait, Cincinnati? Great American Small Park where the ball flies for days? That park? Yeah, Gray features the pitching profile that thrives in this bandbox. He's up to strikeouts to limit the contact, and when the ball is put in play, it's often ground ball city. Top 10 in the bigs last year in that category. The X factor that makes the Reds the perfect fit for Sonny is the surrounding staff. Pitching coach Derek Johnson has been a major part of Gray's life on and off the mound, going back to his college days at Vanderbilt. Johnson was his pitching coach back then, and Sonny said he's, quote, like a father figure for him. Oh, and Johnson also is a stud coach. The pitching shines brighter wherever he goes. You go back, you look at the Brewers' pitching numbers improving each season while he was there, and then weakening last year without him. Then he comes to Cincinnati. You know the story. So since reuniting with Johnson on the Reds together, Gray has upped his spin rate on his main weapons. The curve ranked #1 in spin in all of baseball last year, and the slider, it's slouching. It's #2 in all of baseball. Just as important, the spin is the total control. You got the spin, you need the total control. That's what he has. You can basically point to a location for either of those pitches. He's going to land it there safely, especially this year. Johnson also formulates a pitching game plan with Sonny, and clearly that's working out well for everyone. The other Vanderbilt connection that's clicking for Sonny Gray, his catcher, Curt Casali. They go way back to the days when they led Vandy to the school's College World Series appearance back in 2011, first one in their history. Look at the 4 catchers Gray has worked with the most in the past few years. Let us do the math for you. Gray and Casali on the same page. They also spent a lot of time together during quarantine playing catch and sandlot baseball. True story. He told us about it last week on the Rundown. Sonny also genuinely expressed how cool it is to be more of a swing and miss guy these days.
Now that I'm starting to learn over the last couple years how to strike people out a little bit more, I'm just continuing to learn. It's fun when I'm like, I have him here. All I got to do is execute this pitch, and all I have to do is execute this pitch, and it's over.
Isn't it nice when it's that easy? Yeah, he's top 5 in K percentage since around the midway point of last season. In fact, top 5 in many major categories in the past year plus, including ERA. We can go back further if you'd like to include all of 2019 and check out the ERA plus factors in the league and the ballpark. 166 means he is 66% better than league average. That's top 5 in baseball. And he's a rare breed. When you hear starting pitcher under 6 feet, less than 200 pounds, you go, uh-oh. That's not what they look like in the big leagues. But opposing batters will consistently talk about how Sonny Gray pitches big. So let's roll out one more top 5 for Gray. We're going all historical for you. Highest strikeout percentage by pitchers under 200 pounds and less than 6 feet tall. There's Gray again, cracking the list with Pedro and with Lincecum. He is oozing with confidence, and it's showing. I mean, look at the top buttons down. No undershirt. Let it breathe. Al Leiter, you like that? Did you ever go with that look? Couple buttons down, no undershirt,
no,
chest hanging out.
By the way,
you could do it now.
Did you do your bench today?
I did a little chest action today.
How much can you bench?
Nowadays, you're going to put me on the spot like this. First of all, I don't have a bench at home anymore. I would say somewhere in the low to mid 2s, max out.
So 2 plates, 225, easy pump it.
No, not easy. That's max out. Easy pumping's probably in the 2 range.
No.
You got to take it easy these days.
I eat pizza now.
What are you putting up?
No, I don't do that anymore. I blow my shoulder out. I actually have a couple tears in my shoulder.
Do you?
Yeah.
So you didn't do the buttons down with the chest out?
No.
He's confident, though.
No, he's good. You know what? It's so much fun for me to watch a guy like Sonny Gray, who emerged in the big leagues as an all-star with Oakland. And then, yes, he got to the Yankees, and for whatever reason or another, didn't work out. Last year, yes, you mentioned, I loved your essay there. Derek Johnson, his old pitching coach at Vanderbilt. There's something about relationship, and I love the board that you put up with the catcher, with Curt Casali. Because why? That pitch right there, you had all of the information that leads into this tape, Scott. You got a curveball that's exceptional. He's got 2 different breaking balls, and he trusts his curveball more. You better have a catcher that trusts a combination of the epitome of today's baseball. High cheese, breaking ball down. That's what he does. You're looking at Casali setting up on the outside corner. This is unusual, folks, for generally speaking, with guys with curveball, you think curveball, fastball command, generally upstairs or in and out, and then a curveball down and away to the righty or down and in on the lefty. If you look at these breaking balls, it is such elite spin. Again, you see the catcher setting up. This is what Hura has to see right here. High fastball or curveball. You don't have enough time to react. And what makes Sonny Gray special, I love the fact that you mentioned he's not the tallest guy, 5'10"-ish. What else can you say? Like, even in this year so far, 12 2/3, 20 strikeouts, giving up 4 hits, 1 earned run. It has been exceptional. I love the whip, the fact that he doesn't walk anybody. There's a confident swagger. And you mentioned about the shirt, which I think the whole
Yeah, he's
Jack
feeling
thing.
it. You saw him on the rundown. He's going, hey, it's fun to strike guys out now.
Scott, it tells me a lot about when you see athletes that are doing well and then struggling with respect to their bravado or their true disposition and demeanor on the mound. Sonny Gray is funny. He's got a great personality. He's a great teammate. He likes to mix it up. Goes to New York, for one reason or another. The numbers don't reflect his talent, which I knew that. He's here as a guy that still throws over 95, 96, but has 2 different breaking balls. I wanted to put the breaking ball, and I hate doing that as an analyst because you should identify curveball and slider, but his slider curveball speed differential is about 3 miles an hour. He'll average curveball is 82 miles an hour, which is a really hard curveball. And his slider's 85. He'll pump it up in the low 90s. But for the most part, they kind of muddle together. So it's exceptional. But I have a ball in my hand because I keep going back to the day when I got a chance to work with Sandy Koufax. What he does, in order to curve a baseball and have it have late break, you have to have the ability to spin it. And this is what we keep hearing about, and this is why analytics is really factoring greatly for guys that aren't 6'4", don't have big, huge thighs, and look the part like a Sonny Gray. But his ability to spin the baseball at 29.88 for his curveball, which is number 2, I think, in all of baseball to German Marquez, number 1 on his slider rate. So he's got that ability. You have a catcher behind the plate that now consistently is showing that Curt Casali's giving him, calling the game. He's elevated his curveball rate. Derek Johnson is, what was he, Coach of the Year or something like that?
He was, you're right.
Yeah,
Coach of the Year last year. He's good.
Yeah, all of it. So the whole package, and I love watching a guy like this have fun and the results show. I can't wait to watch him tonight.